Robert Jeffress has made his way into my newsfeed once again. I think this is the third straight day that I've seen something about him. And it's basically the same thing that I read yesterday and the day before. Only this time it's from the Huffington Post. And I tried to do the Blue Zone episode, the double Blue Zone episode with one of the articles about Mr. Jeffress. So I got this one, and it's the same thing, but I guess I'll talk about it finally on in any depth. I mean, what is there to say, though? This guy is saying that these liberal churches are housing illegal immigrants, and it just annoys me personally, but the fact that he misquoted the Bible is just as bad. I mean, this is what they do, people. They take any verse they want and they can use it and say, well, that's what it means, and his congregants will believe him and other people will believe him, especially people that watch Fox News will believe him. And it just, this is my main issue with the whole Bible alone, the sola scriptura thing, is that by this token you can take any verse you want and morph it to anything you want. And Protestants admit that. They'll say, you're right. And they do that. And I'm left thinking, well then, why do you believe that? It's crazy because you're talking about something that's been written and rewritten and is older than any of us. Something from a couple thousand years ago, compiled like 1900 years ago, and you're saying that it is the end all to everything, and that's what they do. And they say it's the inerrant word of God, yet they pick and choose little things, and they don't look at the context, and they misquote it. It's sad and it's ironic that they would take something that they believe is it's God-breathed, it's the word of God, and yet they misquote it. And anyone can see that they're misquoting it and taking things out of context. And this is just one example of that. That is, like I said, all over my newsfeed. And so, Jeffress, he's the Fox News religious correspondent, so what should we expect? Very biased against immigrants. Fox News is very biased against anyone who's not white, American, etc. And just really a Bible thumper, really. And so that's what we get from this whole deal. Is it's just the same stuff reiterated, but now he's taking a Bible verse and trying to say that Jesus wanted you to obey the government. And so it's crazy. It's what is there to say? So a little background on Jeffress. He's a pastor of a mega church in Dallas and Fox News correspondent. That's about it. And so, I don't know what else to say in this episode. I just felt like I needed to get it out there and point out the clear fact that he's just doing what many pastors and religious people do is they take the Bible, the inerrant word of God, literal word of God, and they misquote it, and they abuse it for their purposes. And it's not new, and it will probably never end. So, word of advice, just I would say, don't take things out of context and use them for your purposes. Especially the word of God. So, have a nice day, guys.